Welcome to Tibara's Den. My name is Whitney and welcome to another CAS video. We are continuing on with the Gemini portion of our Zodiac series. If you haven't seen the previous videos, please check those out. The link for the playlist is in the description below as well as at the end of this video. But right now we are in the first house under Gemini working on the Primal Zodiac, and so these two sims are going to be the last two that go into this house. We did the first 4 on Monday. Again, that playlist is in the description below. Definitely subscribe, hit the bell notification so you are notified when I do upload. But Primal Zodiac just takes your Western astrology sign and combines it with your Chinese zodiac. And so obviously we're working under the house of Gemini and combining them with each of the 12 Chinese zodiacs. So that's what we're doing today. And first up, you can see we have our great white shark, which combines Gemini with the Chinese zodiac year of the horse. I'm going to go ahead and read about them. All the information, or all the websites where I got my information from, are linked in the description below. So if you want to learn more or you want to know where I got what I'm about to read from, you can definitely check out those websites. But it says, in the animal kingdom, great white sharks must keep moving constantly or they will suffocate and die. This is an apt metaphor for people born under the primal zodiac sign of the same name. Members of the sign are the most restless of the primal zodiac and need a constant stream of new experience to keep them mentally healthy. This is a very outgoing sign that never tires of new people, places, and adventures. Great white sharks are extremely social and love to talk almost as much as they love to be talked about. In truth, great whites are a bit self-centered and have little interest in subjects that don't at least indirectly affect them. They don't intend to be rude, it's just that they have so many interests and such a lust for life that they don't want to feel bogged down by anything outside of their immediate scope of thought. They do have tempers, though, which come out when they are either bored or not getting what they want. Great whites can be downright mean-spirited when they are having an off day. Luckily, this doesn't happen too often. Members of the sign have a lot of hobbies and need to regularly exercise both the body and the mind to stay balanced. More so than any other sign, great white sharks lose interest quickly in their pursuit and will ditch any project at any point in favor of whatever interests them more. They are more cunning than they are intelligent, which is why many of them end up doing well in school without really trying. Great white sharks are always looking for corners to cut and steps to skip, and are usually able to do so successfully. Getting things done quickly is more important than getting them done right. While their need to constantly be moving is mostly metaphorical, it is true that great white sharks deeply enjoy careers that literally keep them in motion. Any job that combines travel with human interaction is a match made in heaven, such as taxi driver, bus driver, ship captain, airline steward, chauffeur, boat tour guide, etc. Some of these jobs are more glamorous than others, but members of the sign who can get past the concern of how they are viewed by others can find true happiness in careers like these. Similarly, other jobs that keep them on their feet with new experience also fit the great white shark's personality. A career as a reporter is common, while roles and careers with ever-changing clientele can fill this need as well, such as hairdressing, ad writing, or running a pub. Some famous great whites are Chris Colfer, Zoe Saldana, Shane West, Justin Long, Jennifer Goodwin, Helena Bonham Carter, Lisa Edelstein, Jim Belushi, Paul McCartney, Gina Rollins, Clint Eastwood, Josephine Baker, and Igor Stravinsky. So they were all great whites. For this sim here, I decided to go ahead and give her the career in culinary as a mixologist, but in my mind, she actually owns and runs a bar. So strong, like coyote ugly vibes when I was putting this sim together. I did give her the aspiration of an extreme sports enthusiast, since they tend to like going on adventures and such. Her traits are self-absorbed, hot-headed, and adventurous. And her name, I love her name. So Gavina means the attacker who is white in complexion. So I thought that was perfect for my great white shark. But you can see here, I'm kind of going with like kind of a wild child type vibe for her. So she is wearing a lot of black with like splashes of color. So she'll have like red in there, either with her makeup, or some of her clothes have like red roses on them, which you'll see. Kind of a little biker chicky, but not fully, if that makes sense. And I really struggled with how she fit in to the household, because if you saw Monday's video, we have a lawyer, we have a doctor, um, we do have a villain. He's in the secret agent service, but he's a villain. And then we also have elementary school teacher. So we do have quite the mix here. And if you saw Monday's video, I'm doing them as twins, since that, goes with Gemini. I decided to go ahead and do each set as a set of twins. And so I figured she entered the household because of her brother, which when we get to her brother, I'll explain kind of why he entered the household. And so she's kind of a little bit trashy, and the other Sims, other than our secret agent, probably looks down on her a little bit. Our coyote Sim, he probably thinks she's pretty fun. And when she's not busy running the bar, she maybe joins him jet setting around the world on adventures and such, who knows. But that's kind of the vibe I was getting for this Sim. She likes the bar because you kind of are constantly getting new sets of people in and different stories and such. Her bar, I imagine it as kind of like a hole in the wall type bar, like a roadhouse bar, that sort of bar. So kind of a little trashy, but a lot of fun. And so that's kind of what I was going for the Sim. I debated her workout outfit here, giving her boots, but I see her kind of doing like kickboxing or something like that as her exercise. I don't see her necessarily like running on a treadmill or something like that. So I just decided the boots were fine, but you can see I kind of went back to see if I really wanted to keep them or not. But yeah, this is my great white, and I really, really like her. She's definitely something. So but no, I enjoy creating her, and like I said, trying to fit her in the house, I was a little bit worried about, but in the end, it definitely all came together. And I see her as being the one who also likes to cook. Like, yeah, her main focus in the culinary arts is alcohol, but she also likes to eat too. So she probably is the main one that cooks for the household. Especially like good food. I can kind of see like my Dr. Sim cooking as well, but he's probably more like trying to push like healthy foods on him and things like that, where she's like, we should enjoy some food. And so that's kind of what the vibes I get for her. This here is my favorite outfit. I knew I wanted to use this top at some point. Obviously, it's a custom content piece, but it's perfect for kind of what I was getting at. I like the lace and then the roses and such. I really like that for the Sim. And I like the thigh-high boots. Like, that's exactly what I was looking for. Unfortunately, I had so many custom content pieces that really, really worked for this Sim. And ones that I haven't really used before, because I've had some other, like, tough girl, kind of biker chick type Sims, but I had a lot of good pieces that I was able to utilize for this Sim, which I really, really like. And this outfit right here, I absolutely love the roses, and I like the lace. And I think this top might be from that collection, but I get all my custom content pieces from the Sims resource. And there's like, what is it called? Like, I want to say leather and lace, like, theme that one of the creators does. I can't quite remember, but I really, really like it. And I'm pretty sure that piece is from that collection, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I have a really hard time keeping up with like the creators and which pieces are from where. But anyway, I like that. That could be from it, but either way, I really, really like that top. The swimsuit was another custom content piece. I like that, how it had like the diamonds on it. And now we're on to her hot weather wear. Of course, you can see I'm actually putting together her looks very quickly because I had an idea, like a clear idea in my mind of what I wanted her to look like. You can see with the tank top here for her hot weather wear, we're pulling in some more roses, which again, I just think really fit fit her. I don't know why I ran with that theme, but I just really enjoyed incorporating it into her looks. And like I said, I like that how she's, especially with as pale as she is, that pop of, you know, the black kind of contrasts that, and then you have these pops of red, which I think looks really cool. Kind of struggled with the bottoms here. I think this look was the hardest one for me to decide which bottoms to use, because I was using a lot of skirts, but in the end I actually went with shorts for this look, and she still wore, she ended up wearing like, not very practical shoes, which you'll see here in a minute, but I don't know. I kind of wanted something a little bit different than all the skirts I was using, and so I went with these shorts here, which again are custom content, but I like how they were kind of distressed and they were afraid, you know, they're like cut off shorts. I thought they were really cute for her, so I do like how it went together. Even though there was probably some better options like in the skirt options, I just wanted something a little bit different because a lot of her looks were kind of looking the same, but I used these like high heels, the ones previous I ended up using, so not very practical, but I figure she probably likes showing off her legs and how they look in heels or whatever. But yeah, that's her look for her hot weather, and of course just adding some makeup. Again, try to use a lot of red like eyeshadow and red lipstick, just kind of make, you know, that pop of color. I do see her kind of liking, like I said, the attention, and things like that. So that's kind of what I was working with here. And I went with kind of a more muted red for that look, since the colors in the tank top and such were a little bit more muted. And then this look here is another one of my favorites. I just like her looks overall, especially I think because it's so far out of my comfort zone. Like, it's never something I would wear, but I like how it looks. And so I had this custom content jacket, and again it has the roses and it has the spikes. Like, it's very wild child, tough chick type vibes with this jacket, so I absolutely love it. And then I ended up using some high-waisted jeans, and I put some boots on her again, some heeled boots, which just kind of worked really nicely for the sim, and so that's kind of what we're working with here. And yeah, you can see, you know, a lot of black for her, which I don't know, I really like how it kind of incorporated with her look. I really like how it turned out, even though she's not necessarily like goth vibes or anything like that by any means. I think it just adds to that kind of toughness and, you know, bartender, like, not, I mean, there's so many different types of bartenders. I really don't know, but this is the vibe I wanted to go for, and I think it came out perfectly for her. You can see I'm still kind of struggling with the pants because I was trying to get them to work with the boots, and so I was kind of struggling with that a little bit. But in the end, I used those pants there, which I think worked. They're a little bit more high-waisted, but they do work with the boots. I don't think they were as high-waisted as some of the others. It is winter, so I mean, I don't want her showing a whole lot of skin, but at the same time, you know, that's kind of the type of sim she is. Like, she's very comfortable in her own body. And then I went with a very, very deep red lip for this look itself. And of course, got to add on the red nails. So that is Gavina, and like I said, I absolutely love her. And now we are going to make her twin, who is a lemur, and lemur combines the sign of Gemini with the Chinese zodiac year of the snake. And you can see I made her the twin, and I like because on Monday we created 2 twin sisters, then 2 twin brothers, and then you have these guys who, you know, a sister and a brother. So I kind of like, and actually on Monday the 2 twin sisters, they look like they could be identical, which in my mind they are. So just, you know, they style themselves a little bit different. But anyway, so lemur is Gemini and the Chinese zodiac year of the snake, and it says lemurs know how to express themselves. Their grasp of language is second to none, and they can use this to get what they want in life. They aren't particularly boisterous or loud unless they've had a few drinks, then look out. But they know what to say and when to say it. Lemurs are also excellent writers, no matter what form or language they choose. This sign can always argue their point with grace and poise. Perhaps because of this natural talent, they can also be a bit manipulative. Lemurs are naturally deep thinkers, but they can be moody, and this combination can lead to imaginative fantasies about how others are doing them wrong or how they are not getting what they deserve in life. This side effect is often anger, jealousy, or other unnecessary drama. Lemurs never forget a slight and will plot their revenge for months, though they rarely actually act on these fantasies. More likely, they will use their vast vocabulary to chastise their enemies with sharp words and scathing rebukes. It is true that lemurs can be led to superficiality. All that strategizing and persuading their way into getting what they want can cause them to forget what's really important in life. Luckily, members of the sign are good at recognizing when they are out of balance and will usually disappear from acquaintances for a time until they can realign themselves. Not surprisingly, lemurs make excellent linguists, language teachers, professors, writers, and humorists. They have a gift for prose, and while this can get them far in other avenues, it is always at the core of their being. Members of the sign will be interested in writing, speaking, and foreign languages, whether they use it professionally or not. So why not make money at something you're good at? Those who are less interested in being directly involved with language can get good use of their natural communication skills. Lemurs are excellent managers as they are always able to communicate their needs to their employees, but they are also politically savvy enough to manage office politics, bosses, investors, and upset clients. They may hate playing these games, but they know that they have a talent for pleasing everyone around them, even if just on the surface. Some famous lemurs are Sasha Obama, Lucy Hale, Kanye West, Elizabeth Hurley, Brooke Shields, Todd Bridges, Tim Allen, John Edwards, Bob Dylan, Anne Frank, Dean Martin, and John F. Kennedy. For this sim, I decided to make him a writer. Of course, that seemed like the obvious path to go. And since you're kind of limited on options in The Sims 4, I decided to go with the obvious path. So he is a writer. His aspiration is best-selling author. His traits are erratic, creative, and jealous. And then his name is Lanfranc, which means a speaker who speaks wisely. So I thought that was pretty fitting for him. And yeah, he's something. And so again, trying to figure out how he fit into the household. So I decided since he's a writer, he probably was researching a story he wanted to do about a doctor, and so he met the doctor. And from our first group of Sims, which is our centipede, Campa. And so he met Campa and to research this story and was kind of shadowing him and learning about what, his practice entails and things like that. And they became friends and then ended up, they moved into the household because they needed a place to stay. And so that's kind of how they enter the picture, him and his sister. And even him, kind of can rub like the rest of the house the wrong way sometimes. But the doctor, the centipede, is kind of like the mediator, the go-between. And so he always kind of stands up for Lanfranc here and his sister, but he just kind of likes him. And so even though he kind of gets into trouble sometimes and it isn't always like the most politically correct sim or whatever, our centipede just really likes our lemur sim here. And that's kind of how they entered the household. But like I said, they do kind of tend to rub the others the wrong way, and they kind of probably hang out with each other a little bit. But those are the last two Sims for the first house of Gemini. Let me know what you think about them. Like I said, I really particularly like her. It's funny because the horse Sim, which I created in the first week of Gemini, because the horse is the Chinese zodiac twin to Gemini, she's by far my favorite. And I really like Gavina too. So, but yeah, that is the first set of Sims for the first house. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you are a great white shark or if you are a lemur. And I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We will be doing the bonus video tomorrow for these guys' build. And I'm going to go ahead and leave you here. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.